Today we're going to do something a little different. I had a bunch of neat packages come from a variety of friends and clients in the last couple of weeks, and let's call this Christmas in February. So let's go through what arrived in the mail. The first is up from one of my patrons and longtime friends, James. He was at the recent Amherst show and managed to find me a pair of these lovely 1960s InterMountain ice refrigerator cars, which are perfect for the Alta. So I'm really looking forward to being able to run these in the consist with the other mechanical refrigerator cars. Thank you so much, James. Also, James surprised me with some 3D prints. Let's check these out. These are kind of fun. First up, we've got like a Polaris or Gator that's 3D printed in resin, and it looks beautiful. This should be a very fun thing to paint up and weather accurately. Next, we've got some really nice, like, weathered split rail fences. So these will be perfect for Esquina or any of the Mexican scenes on the layout. Really looking forward to painting these up maybe later today. Next is this beautiful 3D printed rock wall. And it seems like it's designed to interlock. So we'll probably put these near the old church or something. Just the overall detail, you can see in the glint here how nice they are. It's going to be very fun painting these up really nicely. Next, we've got a couple of other fun goodies. Let's take a look at these. So these are little end cap pieces for the stone wall, so you can have a nice vertical stone wall. It's a very well thought out print. I'm pretty happy with it. And then in this little package, we've got some pretty fun ones. We have a, looks like a Sasquatch. Let's take him out of this little package and take a quick look at what these guys look like. There we go. And the other one. Yeah, look at this Sasquatch. Oh, that's super fun. Good, be a good thing to hide away in one of the parts of the mesa, perhaps. And then we have, looks like a guy with a hat, looking at a hat. Looks like he has like a photography bag or something. We'll definitely put him trackside. That should be really cool. And then next, a staple of Mexican railroading, a Fairmont speeder with all of its little details. It looks gorgeous. I can't wait to actually paint it up to look like one of the little NDM speeders. And then up next, we've got a pair of deck chairs, which will be really cool to add to the shrimp restaurant, so you can sit back with your shrimp cocktail right there on the deck. And finally, what could be more adorable than what looks like a bunch of otters? Some little river otters 3D printed in HO scale. I love these. These are the best. So I'll definitely paint these guys up and put them in the estuary, doing otter things. Should be very fun. Thank you so much, James. I really appreciate it. These were a surprise. The 3D prints were a complete surprise. I was hoping for the refrigerator cars because we had texted back and forth at the show, but I just love a good surprise like this. Thank you so much, James. But that's not all. Let's go on to the next box that arrived from another longtime friend and client. All right, up next we've got more InterMountain. It's like a wave of InterMountain cars. We've got a GATX tank car that's been shopped in 1960, so that'll be perfect for the layout. And we've got more than one of these Caswell gondolas. I was desperately looking for some Caswells to make into Alta cars, and now my other friend and client Jeremy has delivered. These are really neat bottom dump cars that are comparable to the Southern Pacific General Service class cars, but they have wooden sides and exterior bracing instead of all steel construction. They're really neat, and most of them were retired in the late 60s or early 70s by the Santa Fe, so that's perfect for me. And then we've got lots and lots of refrigerator cars from multiple manufacturers, including this MTH one. It's really neat to finally see what the detail level on these MTH cars is like compared to their contemporaries like InterMountain or even Rapido. Let's take a look at these real quick, since these are uncommon. I don't think too many people have seen these. So this is the original as-delivered paint scheme that PFE did with the boxcar red walkways and black roofs. So that's actually accurate with the red ends, which is neat. They all have separately applied grabs up and down the car, which I'm very happy about because trying to drill all those grabs is genuinely a pain. This one has K brakes, so I'll need to update that. The other cool thing is that it has the participants' logos, one on each side. So it has the WP, you can see here, an early PFE participant, but they left, I think, sometime in the 1950s. And then over here, we've got the SP roundel on the other side, which is kind of neat. And the original ventilated refrigerator lettering, so you could just open these without icing them and run them with fruit or vegetable like that. So that's pretty neat. The underbody detail is pretty nice. I'd say it's comparable to InterMountain. And approaching Rapido, I would say. It's a shame that MTH did not offer that many cars when they came out with them, but at least this is accurate. Has little air hoses, and up until 2 seconds ago it had a brake wheel on the top of the roof, and now it's in the box. Oops, I guess I'll fix that later. That's the problem with some of the high detailed cars. You have to be very careful. But that's okay. It's an easy fix. If you break something that is made of dissimilar materials, here's a top modeling tip. If you're trying to glue metal to plastic or wood to metal or any combination thereof, there is a remarkable adhesive that I recommend for repairing stuff like this. And this is GS Hypo Cement. You can get that from jewelry supply places if you want to go locally. You can also get it on Amazon. It's, I think, less than $10 for a tube, and I think you can buy up to a 4-pack at once, which I usually do. But this stuff is great. It dries clear and does not craze plastic like super glue. So if you need to repair things like the brake wheel I just broke, use this. Okay, let's go on to the next thing. All right, got another Caswell gondola, this time with also K brakes, so I'll rewire that. The Santa Fe reefer with Scout slogan on it, which is pretty cool. A Keith tank line tank car, which is pretty neat. I'll have to do some more research if anybody wants to fill me in on where these ran or who the Keith tank line was. That'd be really neat to see in the comments. We got a Northern Pacific wooden refrigerator car. Another GATX with a shop date of 1945, so this will also be useful weathered up on the layout. Another PFE, which is nice. So we have a nice string of these guys. My friend Jeremy sent me some cars that needed repair that were also PFEs, so between the ones that need repair and the ones that are in perfect condition, I'll have a nice string of them. And then finally, this Pennsylvania Railroad exterior brace USRA boxcar, which should be a very nice, just plop it on the layout edition. I'll have to do some research to see if these were still in revenue service by '68, but I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments if you're a diehard Pennsylvania Railroad fan. Let me know. Okay, and then finally, this was a bit of an interesting score. I was on eBay the other day, and one of the railway prototype modelers seems to be liquidating his car collection. And I just put in a lowball starting bid for this car, and it was one that I read an article on. I think he wrote a description up on Flickr or something. I might put it in the comments so you can read how this was built, but this is pretty cool. These were real cars, and he did a big, long series on cars that were inspired by like old AHM models that he did up as prototypically accurate cars with higher quality tooling. So this is a C-Train plug door boxcar, which is pretty neat. A 40-footer. This was made by Atlas a few years ago to basically no fanfare. Like, I haven't seen anybody have these on their layout. I know they sold, but I haven't seen them out in the world, so this is my first interaction with them. It's pretty nice. I like it. The modeler's name is Brian Bana. He went and upgraded these with an Accurail underframe, Tahoe Model Works trucks, and weather the wheels, which looks very nice. In addition, he did a bunch of other small details, like I'm pretty sure he added the AEI tag, and some other fun details. So this is perfect for my 1968 layout. And a little piece of history as well, since Seatrain operated a large seagoing row ship with that could take rail cars back in the day, and they went south to, I think, Yucatan in Mexico and all over the Gulf of Mexico. So that's really neat. It also has an improved underbody detail, which is very nice to see. And yeah, so that was a really nice treat from eBay. If you like this sort of haul video, let me know. If you don't, also let me know. But I thought this was really fun to have and talk about all these fun things that arrived in the mail from friends and clients. So I might also be doing a lovely unboxing of the BART cars coming up, so please stay tuned for that. This has been an Urban Era. Have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.